ago? 2-3 years ago? Yeah, welcome. I got something in the mail. I don't know if you guys are interested. Tell me you guys want this. A little gift card coupon, I don't know what you call it, I got in the mail for $200 from Brooks Brothers. No. But here's the deal. Maybe Michael might want this. $200 off. This might be for you. $200 off. Your next purchase when you spend $600 or more. That's the fine print. So once I looked at this, I said $200. I said okay, and then I have to. You always have to look for the fine print, yes or no? Yes. All the conditions, right? So the fine print. I thought I had to spend $600 to get $200 off. Okay, question for everybody here. If you think this is a good deal, no, this doesn't have to be Brooks Brothers. It could be a store of your choice. You think that's a good deal? Raise your hand. Okay, cool. If you think that's a bad deal, raise your hand. Anyone think it's a bad deal? Anybody? When I look at this, I said, this is not a good deal. I don't know, but maybe for a certain store you want something, but I'm looking at this. I'm like, they want $400 from my pockets. That's what they want. It's like 1/3 off. I have to spend $400 to get $200 off. I don't have $400. That's the whole thing. Are you guys getting me? So if I don't have $400 to spend on whatever it is, this doesn't apply to me. So it was not a good deal for me. This was an easy one, a very easy one. And we're talking about wisdom. So for me, once I look at that, I say, nope, not for me. That decision was made, done. I could share it with my congregation. That was it. But I got a question for you. Is all relationships important to you? Raise your hands if you think relationships are important to you. Okay. How hard are relationships? If you think relationships are hard, raise your hand. Okay. And do you desire successful relationships? Yes. That's what we're going to be talking about. We desire successful relationships. Second thing that we want to talk about today. So first thing we're going to talk about is successful relationships. How do you build successful relationships? Second thing is, how do you realize your full potential? And we're going to try to put those two topics together from the book of Proverbs. Is that cool? Everyone say cool. So it's a lot easier for me to go like this. Done, easy. It's a lot harder for me and for you, I'm sure, when you look about and talk about relationships. Man, I have all these friends, family, colleagues, workers, significant others, best friends forever, girlfriends, boyfriends, spouses, whatever it may be. And you must admit your toughest relationships are the ones closest to you. Yes or no? Yeah. Let's go. Everyone say, let's go? Let's go. Okay, please look. The book of Proverbs, how to behave. Please read Proverbs 26:12, nice and loud. Do you see a man wise in his own eyes? There is more hope for food than for him. Please read Proverbs 1:7, nice and loud. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. Real change comes from a right relationship with God. Real change comes from a right relationship with God. Take your pen, follow me. We're looking at Proverbs. Do you see a man wise in his own eyes? So circle wise, underline own eyes. When you see someone who's prideful, who thinks they know it all, here's what Proverbs says. There is more hope for a fool than for him. Oh my goodness. Please read Proverbs 1:7 with me. Let's read it one more time. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. Take your pen. The fear of the Lord. Circle that, please. Underline beginning of knowledge. Look up, please. I was recently been mentoring and discipling a woman who lives up near Yonkers, and we're launching a homeless ministry to serve those who are living on the streets and the poor. And we're taking a lot of our Bible study material and we're translating that into Spanish because she serves a Spanish population. And I was able to get a wonderful, wonderful story from her. And she shared with me, she goes, Kenny, I put that T for T. T for T is the training for trainers. That's what we use to share the good news of Jesus. And she shared it with this lady. This lady came to her. This lady, her name is Shirley. And Shirley was just crying and crying and crying, just going through a lot of stuff. She's addicted to drugs. She has a lot of issues with relationships. There's just a lot of stuff that's not really going well in her life. And she was looking for help from Lourdes. Lourdes is the lady that I'm discipling. And Lourdes just takes the material, the T for T material. She goes, you are a child of God, and you don't even know it. And for the next hour or so, Lourdes just started to love this woman, Shirley, and just explain this whole thing to Shirley. And during this whole time, Shirley was just crying. And at the end of the day, Shirley received Jesus at that moment as her Lord and Savior. And Lourdes was just praying for her, and I was just hearing the story. And so this lady, her name is Shirley, she desires change. She desires true change, not just behavioral, like, oh, I'll kick drugs, I'll kick this habit, and I'll be better at this, and I'll be better at this, and I'll be better at that. But true change comes from inside of us. It's from the inside out. And the greatest change that you and I can have is really to have the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is a good thing. It's a very, very good thing. The fear of the Lord is not like fear, like you're trembling, like you're so scared. The fear of the Lord is like, oh my goodness, you're in awe, like God is my Heavenly Father. And from that point on, there's a change in your life. Are you guys getting it? And that's what Proverbs says. If you want true inner change, it starts with that relationship. You want healthy, successful relationships? You could try a lot of self-help books, and you could say, okay, here's some Proverbs, and I'm going to try it. It's almost like a little tool, I'll try it. So you're using that something that's exterior, trying to manipulate something on the exterior. But what Proverbs teaches us right away is that there's just something inside within your heart, this fear of the Lord. You're able to receive His words, and you're able to have it from inside. And that pride that you have, and we all have pride. We all have an ego that gets quiet down a little bit. And once your ego's quiet down a little bit, you're able to start to learn. Are we cool? So that's the first step. And they get it. So now we're going to go look into how do you build successful relationships. I can't just give you, like, here's a to-do list, and then that's it, and you go out and do it. But it really starts with humility, like, man, I really want to learn. Everyone say, I want to learn. And the person that you're learning from is really from God. All the Proverbs, I'll give you one right now. Are you guys ready for one? You guys know this. It's not from the book, but you guys all know this one. No pain,
no gain.
That's a modern day proverb. That's a modern day proverb. Are you guys getting it? But does that draw you closer to God? No, it does not. It does not draw you any closer to God. So there is a difference. Are you guys hearing it now? So the list that you're getting from the scripture, it draws you closer to God. There's this humility, and then there's a change that's in your heart, and then you start to live that out. Are you guys getting it now? So it's not like no pain.
No pain.
So what? We understand that. Okay, that's a truism. That's a general truth. But there's nothing behind it. Are you guys getting it now? There's nothing behind that. All right? So take your pen, follow me. Here's how you build successful relationships. Please read Proverbs 25. I love this one. This is so cool. Don't laugh, please. 25:24, nice and loud. Better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a quarrelsome wife. Oh my goodness. All right. Don't go there. It is not about the wife, okay? It is not about the wife. Thank you. It is not about the wife. There's plenty about men as well, too. Take your pen, follow me. Better, circle better. There's a comparison and contrast. This is better. Better to live on a corner, underline corner, of what? Than share a house. See how big that is? With what? Quarrelsome wife. It's really quarrelsome. Look up, please. What you and I desire in our relationships is free of strife and free of drama. Yes or no? You don't want all that bull crap, can I say that? You don't want none of that in your life. In fact, you don't want you want some peace. You want some solitude. And what the Proverbs start to teach us is this, that I don't care if I live in a 3,000-4,000 square foot house. I don't care how big the house is. I don't care if you have like 6 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. I really don't care. If you walk into a house as beautiful and gorgeous as it is in a great, awesome neighborhood, with a circular drive and with all the cars in the garage and a 3-car garage or 4-car garage or whatever it is, I really don't want to live in that if I have to walk into that house and deal with drama every single day. Yes or no?
Yeah.
If every single day you walk in that you have to deal with drama, I'd rather find a little corner. I'd rather be here. Are you guys getting it? What we all desire in our relationship is peace. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want drama. This has nothing to do with quarrelsome wife. This has to do with each and every one of us. It's not just about husbands and wives. It's not just about the women. It's about the men. It's about each and every one of us. So I'm going to show you from Proverbs 4 things to a successful relationship. Number 1, no lies. No lies. Proverbs 26:28, nice and loud. 1, 2, 3. A lying tongue hates those it hurts. Oh my goodness. A lying tongue, circle that. Underline hates. Those it hurts, underline hurts. Let's read Proverbs 24:26, nice and loud. 1, 2, 3. An honest answer is like a kiss on the lips. That is so cool. Look up, please. You could tell the truth 10 times. Follow this. You could tell your best friend the truth 10 times. But turn it around. Your best friend could tell you the truth 10 times. On the 11th time, if your best friend lies to you, what do you remember? The one lie or the 10 truths? You will remember that one lie more than anything else. You could tell the truth, be honest, be really honest. But the first time you lie, you're just taking something that's sacred in that relationship. And that is trust. I want to say trust. It's very, very hard to build up a relationship of trust. Very, very difficult. You do a lot of work to build a relationship. Over years, it takes years to build a relationship. But you know you could lose your relationship with one lie, yes or no? One lie could break that. And it will take you years and years and years to heal that wound, to heal that one lie, yes or no? You want successful relationships? First thing you do is what? No. Just no lies. No lies. I was with someone, let's not name names. I'm looking at Anna. No, let's not name names here. But tell the truth. Okay, tell the truth. I was with a friend, and he went to Popeyes. He wanted French fries. I said, okay, French fries, McDonald's, right? No, Popeyes. So I said, okay, fine. So we went to Popeyes. He likes the chicken. Ordered chicken, biscuit, French fries. We're saving money. We're saving money. I asked for water. We're having water. Are you guys following? So I asked the cashier, may I have a cup for water, please? The cashier says, no problem. Went to get a foam cup to give me water. And the cashier goes, Timmy's already laughing. Timmy already knows this. So the cashier goes, okay, here's the cup. You can get the water underneath the lemonade. There's a little switch. If you want ice, get the ice. But if you want water, it's from that dispenser that comes out with Coca-Cola. And so under the lemonade, there's a little switch. You just push that switch. Lemonade doesn't come down. What comes down? Water. There you go. I was with my friend. Gave the cup to my friend. My friend goes like this. Shh. And I said, that's not water. Water? This is water. You can tell by the color on the bottom. You know when the water is coming out from a dispenser. I saw my friend go like this. I'm like, you're with a pastor, you know? say none, don't say none. We went outside, we ate outside. It was a nice, beautiful day outside. I said to my friend, I go, how's the water? Good. Liar! Liar! I go, you know that's not water. You know that's lemonade. I go, no. I said, you know that's... And my friend begins to just one excuse after another to say, well, you know. I said, no, I do not know. And then after we're done with our meal, we're leaving, right? And then my friend goes, no names. Anna, no names. My friend goes, can I go back for some more water? I go, do you want water or do you want lemonade? And my friend goes, I'm gonna go back for lemonade. And I said, sure, it's up to you. It's up to you, seriously. I said, you should think about it. Not only are you stealing, you're lying. And you've been lying to me. I know you're lying. I know that's lemonade in there. The whole thing is this. If you want successful relationships, it begins with yourself inner. And you make a covenant with the Lord, and you go, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not gonna cheat on any of these little things, because if I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna cheat on these little things, then I could start to grow in all my other part of my life. I said to my friend, this is not about just a little something small. This is about who you are as a person. I'm not judging you, but I'm just saying. I said, come on, don't sell yourself for a cheap little cup of lemonade. Are you guys following? You hold yourself to that, and you will grow. And you carry that on to all your other relationships. Number one, know what? There you go. Number two, no trash talking. No trash talking. Proverbs 26:20, nice and loud. Without wood, a fire goes out. Without gossip, a quarrel dies down. Proverbs 26:4, nice and loud. Do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you will be like him yourself. Take your pen. Without wood, circle wood. What happens if you don't have wood, a firewood? Exactly. So the same thing, wood and gossip. If there's no gossip, then what happens to a quarrel? Exactly. If a fool talks to you, what do? Do not answer what? Do not answer what? Yes, do not answer a fool. Now, if you answer a fool, you will be like what? Exactly. Look up, please. You know how it is when you go into a certain comment section? You guys know what's a troll? You guys know what's a troll, right? It says something really stupid. I hate that word, but I use it, sorry. And they would say something really nasty just to get you started, right? Just to get you going like that. What do you do with someone like that? What do you do? Ignore it, exactly. Not one single word, just ignore it. Just totally ignore it. No trash what? You want success in your relationships with your friends. Make sure you take anything that's negative out. No trash talking, none of that. Anything that tears someone down, you take that away. It's just like wood. You don't want any fire, you don't want any quarrel among yourselves, you want any of that. Any hint of gossip, you put that away. You put that away. True story, a post on Facebook that came to me. This woman, she called out her friend, and she says, my friend stole my boyfriend. She goes, my best friend stole my boyfriend. And she goes, on Valentine's Day, my best friend told me that my boyfriend said I'm too fat. Exactly. So then this lady confronted her boyfriend and said, did you say I'm too fat? And the guy says, no, of course not, honey. And then a little later, her best friend and her friend were together. She got ditched. So she went on Facebook, told the whole story. You know what I did? I didn't say a single word. I didn't say nothing. I stopped following her. Seriously. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. And this is where you have to have some discernment. Know who you're following. If this lady could call people out like that, if this lady, I understand she's hurt, but in a public forum, if she could call out her best friend or even her boyfriend prior in such a public forum, what is she doing? She's gossiping, yes or no? Do you have the full story, or you only have her side of the story? You only have her side of the story.
Yeah.
Are you guys following? If she could do this to her friends, those who are closest to her, can she do that to you, yes or no?
Yes.
She'll do that to you right there, like that. That fast. Are you guys getting it now? No gossip whatsoever if you want a successful relationship. People are judging you. Do you know that? When I use the word judge, I'm not saying condemn. Your friends, your future friends are looking at your posts and they're going to say, is he really trustworthy? Or is she really trustworthy if she speaks this way? If she gossips this way in such a public forum, can I be trusted with her? Are you guys following now? So you got to be very, very careful if you want successful relationships. No lies, no what? Number 3. No knuckleheads. No knuckleheads. Please read Proverbs 2:12. Nice and loud. 1, 2, 3. Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men, from men whose words are perverse. To your pen. Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men. Circle wicked men. How do you know they're wicked? Here's one thing you could see. From men whose words are what? Yes, perverse. Circle that, please. I was at a gym this week. I've been practicing my Proverbs. I've been reading my Proverbs every single day. I was at a gym, and here's this buff guy. Very, very buff guy. And I kind of seen him a while. I was about to go up to him and just ask him for some tips, because I need it. I know I totally need some tips. And before I got up to him, usually you want to see what they're doing, and you're looking and say, okay, the forms and everything else. And he was talking to this other guy, right? And then all of a sudden, he started to use F-bombs. F this, F that, boom this, boom that, all these negative words. You know what I did? I'm not going to go talk to him. Are you guys following?
Yeah.
Why would I want to go up to a guy that's obnoxious? Are you guys following now? Why would I want to even get close to a guy that's obnoxious and just throwing out F-bombs and saying all these negative stuff? If you're going to be able to say all these negative stuff in such a public way as well too, then why would I want to relate? Why would I really want to get to know you in that sense and get close to that? Because if by your words coming out, aren't people also looking at, if you are able to just throw those words out so easily, isn't there's a sense, there's a connection to your character of who you are, yes or no? Yes or no? We talk about don't use the what word? N-word, right? Why? What if I start to use the N-word right now this very second and I throw something out? Or the B word and I start to throw certain things out? Is that cool, yes or no? Is it cool, yes or no?
No.
So if it's not cool, then why would I want to associate with someone that's throwing that out constantly on a regular basis? Does that make sense now? If you want successful relationships, look at who you're encountering and be careful of what's being posted on your Facebook walls. Seriously. It's not just N words or like F words. It's perverse words as well too. All kinds of like sexual stuff. Should I say? Aren't people judging and looking? The word judging is not to condemn. The word judging is to say, I'm discerning. Do I want to have a relationship with you? Are you guys getting it now? And you so easily throw those things out, then people are going to step back a little bit and say, maybe not. Maybe not. And if you use those words among friends, and among each other, among families, then what happens as well too? Are you guys following? Lastly, James 1:2-6, nice and loud. If anyone considers himself religious and yet does not keep a tight rein on his tongue, he deceives himself and his religion is worthless. Oh my goodness. Watch your words. This whole thing is watch your words. Build successful relationships. Watch your words. Take your pen, follow me. from James. I want to tie it together from James to all the Proverbs. If anyone considers himself religious, that means faithful, but does not keep a tight rein, so-called tight rein. I don't want to say tight rein on his tongue. He is what? Deceiving himself. And his faith is what?
Worthless.
Yes. Look up, please. The president of the Philippines, you know the guy? Rodrigo? Oh yeah? Yeah. He's a ruthless guy. Very, very tough on crime, very, very tough on drugs. A very hard man. Very tough man. I don't think I want to be in the same room with him. That's how tough he is. He's very, very tough. I think he talked about the Pope. He said the Pope is a son of a B word. Very, very tough. He talked about President Obama, and he said President Obama can go to H word. And here's the president of the Philippines. I understand his position on being anti-drugs, and he's ruthless. He's not putting drug dealers in jail. He's just sending out vigilantes and squads just to kill them off. So you're talking about a very tough man. I just want to paint that picture first, and here's what happened to him. On a flight from, I think it's Tokyo, from Japan back to Philippines, he was visiting Japan. He had a God moment. A God moment. Here's a very, very tough man, with all the power of a nation. And he came to this realization. He goes, I cannot use the F word anymore. He goes, I cannot curse anymore. I will not curse anymore. I will not say any in such a bad way anymore. Are you guys following now? Are you guys following? There's a change that starts within himself. There's a realization. You're talking about ruthless dictator who is so powerful that he does not care. He stands up to the Pope and he stands up to the United States. And yet, on a flight going home from Japan, he came to the realization that I should stop saying certain words. You know where he get that from? As crazy as it sounds, his conviction was from God. He had this God moment. He says, what I'm doing is wrong. The words that come out of my mouth should not come out of my... I'm not talking about his action yet. I mean, he has a long way to go. I'm not judging him. I'm just trying to show you, even a man such as ruthless as he is, he came to this realization, I'm not going to say those words anymore. For the fear of God in him. So I just want to leave it with all of us here. If we want to build successful relationships, we have to worry about what's coming out of our mouth. Is that cool? We're going to finish with the second portion, how this relates to fulfilling your fullest potential. Please read Proverbs 26:13. Nice and loud. The sluggard says, there is a line in the road. If you want to realize your full potential, no excuses. No excuses. Look up, please. When this Proverbs is, there is a line in the road, do you believe it? If I were to say there's a line in the road, would you believe it? So what's happening? He's making excuses. He's making excuses that you and I would not buy. Are you guys following? Are you guys following? If you want to realize your fullest potential, don't make what? I know when my boys make excuses. And my boys think they could pull over me. When I say my boys, not just my boys, my 3 boys, I'm talking about my boys. I know when you're trying to pull one over me. Trust me. I know when someone's trying to pull something, when they give me an excuse. You smell it so easily. You go, you're like, there's a line in the road. No, there's no line out there. It's that noticeable. Whatever my boys, my basketball boys as well too, when they're not really working that hard or something's happening, there's things, and they're telling me these things, no excuses. Don't allow yourself to make excuses that you won't buy. Are you guys following me? You won't buy it, other people won't buy it as well too. I'll end with this thought. I'm going to wrap this whole thing up for you. Proverbs 13:4, nice and loud. The sluggard craves and gets nothing, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied. Take your pen. The sluggard craves, circle craves, and gets what? And the comparison is but the desires of the diligent are what?
Fully satisfied.
Circle diligent, fully satisfied. Please read 1 Corinthians 10:31, nice and loud. So whether you eat or drink, or whatever you do it all for the glory of God. Yes. Take your pen. So whether you eat or drink, or whatever you do, circle whatever you do it all for the glory of whom? Yes. May I have your attention, please? I'll tell you a little story, and then we can go home. I'll put 2 stories together, and you tie it up together. This Friday, I was right outside here. There's a man that I meet in the afternoon. He goes through the garbage cans at 4 o'clock. Pretty much every Friday when I'm in the city, I try to make it out by around 4 o'clock to meet him. I've been meeting him for about 8-9 times now, over the summer into now, and I still try to do it. He may get $1 from picking up through the garbage from this building. And the reason he's there at 4 o'clock is because he knows when the garbage is being thrown out. The building has a set time. The recyclables comes out with the rest of the garbage. And there's one particular garbage that he takes his bare hands and he sticks it in there. And these are cans of cat food. These are cans that are old because garbage has been in that holding room for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, right? If you have cats and you open that can and there's an accumulation of a lot of cans from the building that have cats, it starts to smell a little bit. And once he opens that bag, I could smell it. His hand is in there with his face, searching for bottles amid the cans, with the old cans of cat food. I'm like this here on a chilly day and I can still smell it. Are you guys following the story? I try to make it my point to get him some canned goods, some noodles, and every once in a while, some soy sauce chicken. And he seems to enjoy that. And I usually follow up, did you like the chicken? He said, yes. I would try and give him some duck another week. I would say, did you like the duck? He says, nah, chicken was better. I said, okay, sure. So we become friends. And as he was searching, going through and picking up bottles, I usually try to be as respectful as possible, just standing on the side, let him do his work. That's his work time. I don't want to bother him. He's really working hard, going through all the garbage. And every bag of garbage, he ties it back up nice and neat. Because he does not want the superintendent of that building to say, hey, what are you doing? Are you guys following? Sometimes he might get $1. That's about it. I said, how's your day today? Not good today. Sometimes a little bit better. Maybe he gets $2. There was this lady that came across, and I watched this whole thing. This lady came up to him. She took out from her handbag, and she gave him a plastic bag. And the plastic bag was the size, about this size. And she goes like this. Her handbag. And she was rummaging through, and she gave this bag to this friend of mine. My friend took it and asked, "What are you doing?" "What's this for?" In a nice way, in Cantonese. The lady goes, "You could use it." Plastic bag, empty. And then my friend goes, "It's so small." And she goes, "You still could use it. It's better than nothing." And she walked away. You're gonna give my friend a plastic bag to try to help my friend out, and you think you're doing a good deed. But my friend has no use for this small little bag because he could hardly put 3 or 4 bottles in there. But you want to help my friend, at least give him a big shopping bag, yes or no?
Yeah.
A big garbage bag, yes or no? But don't give my friend something from your pocket, you pull something out, and it's really like nothing. He says, "You could use it." And then my friend goes, "I cannot use it." He goes, "It's better than nothing." And then after she gives it to him, she acts as though like she did something awesome, and she walks away. I go, "Oh my goodness, are you crazy? It's better than nothing." Hogomo, that's the Chinese, that's the Canto, Hogomo. I put all of this together, I'm like, that can't be. Is that the best that you can give? Are you guys following now? Is that the best that you can give that you can take out from your bag, and the best that you can do is rummaging through your bag and say, "Here's something that's useless to you, but hey, it's better for you because you got nothing, so it's better than nothing for you." My whole point is that you want successful relationships. You want to realize your fullest potential, you have to work hard. You have to work hard at loving people. Are you guys getting it now? You have to work hard to love people. You want to realize your fullest potential, and Proverbs goes like this: don't be lazy. Work hard. But it's not work hard at a career to make money for yourself. That's not it. When you put the two things together about having successful relationships and about working hard, then it is about working hard to love people. Are you guys getting it now? When you work really, really hard to love people, and I'm not talking about just your mom and dad. You should love your mom and dad. I'm not talking about your aunts and uncles and cousins. You should love your aunts and everybody should love them. I'm talking about you should love the poorest of the poor. I'm talking about you should love those within your community that you don't know that needs help. That's successful relationships. That's working hard. Are you guys following that? Are you guys following that? When you put those two concepts together, they are related so much. I got an email from a Christian. And you listen to this and then you go home. He goes, "I was having coffee in Brooklyn. I saw a homeless man outside. I went to get my coffee with my friends. When I came out of the cafe, I asked the homeless person, 'How can I help you?' And the homeless person said, 'All I want is just some money to get a meal, just some food.' And the person that wrote me went across the street to a Chinese restaurant, got beef and broccoli, paid for it, came back with the receipt, went to the homeless person and said to the person, he says, 'It's paid for. Here's a receipt. Anytime you're ready, you can just go there and just pick it up, and it's yours.' Catch this. Here's what this person ended with. The person goes like this: 'I don't know if I'm making any difference. I don't know. But I see what you are doing with D15-4. And since you're doing it, I'm going to do it too.'" You guys are created to love. You guys are created to love the least, the least. And when you do that with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, with all your energy, you are your very best. Let us pray.